Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope everyone's doing well. Today is a lovely day, though very warm yet, not yet, still in Lucknow, but what to do, what's life, has to go on. I hope it is May and you have started writing your mocks. If you haven't, then do start writing them. Mocks are essential, absolutely. Life and death for all of us, okay? So do write your mocks. All right, let's not waste any time. Let's get started with our session. Remember to use AbhiCat Live to subscribe to Unacademy and to get your 10% off. Remember 19th of May, that is today, sorry, tomorrow is the last day for this 20% off that you have. So अभी 20% off का offer चल रहा है, so please take advantage of that. 19th of May this offer will finish at midnight, 11:59 rather. So please get your subscriptions in order right away. AbhiCat, please join with us on Telegram. Remember to use AbhiCat. Find my Telegram channel, that's VRC 99.99 Abhilasha, and get on with it also. Save 20% on your CAT subscription, guys. यही मैं कह रही थी कि 20% का ऑफ चल रहा है अपने सब्सक्रिप्शन में, तो प्लीज़ इसका पूरा फ़ायदा उठा लो. Good morning all my beloved students. Remember to share the session. जब तक हम announcements कर रहे हैं, आप अपने सारे ग्रुप्स में एक बार ये शेयर कर दीजिए, तो और भी लोग जिनको ये देखना है, मिस कर गए हैं, they will also join in. So 20% you can save on your CAT Unacademy subscription, guys. So before 19th of May, 11:59, please do this. Price hike is coming soon. Use my code, that is AbhiCat Live. सिंपल है, अभी कैट जिंदा है हमारे दिलों में, हाँ बिल्कुल. सो यस, सी a 9-month course on Unacademy Plus will cost you 18,040, a 12-month course 19,840, a 2-year course 28,880, and an iconic course 9-month course is costing 25,800, 1-year course 31,640, and 2-year course 47,999. If you are using my code and also you are subscribing before the 19th, immediately after this the price hike is going to happen, so please do this. Okay, here are some of our results. Here's my very own Srishti Luhariwala, now going to I am Lucknow. Supreme happiness on my end. Lucknow में भी कोई आ रहा, पिछले साल बिपुल आया था, but due to COVID we just could not meet. So anyway, this is a good idea. Alright, the right time, you've got exclusive study material finally here. We've got you covered end to end. So the date of the price hike has been extended on popular demand. Please subscribe right away. We've got India's top educators. We've got e-notes for plus and iconic subscriptions, physical notes for iconic subscriptions, 25,000 plus high quality questions, exclusive coverage for OMETs, and 50 plus full length CAT and OMET mocks. बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं एट ऑफर. स्कोर बूस्टर बैच स्टार्ट हो रहा है आज से, प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब करो. लाइव डाउट्स हो सकते हैं, मॉक्स हो सकते हैं, सेक्शनल टेस्ट, जीके स्किल बिल्डर बैच टेस्ट, और क्लासेस विल फिनिश बाय नवंबर ऑफ 2022. लाइक आई सेड, कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव टेस्ट प्रेप है हमारा. 25,000 प्लस क्वेश्चंस हैं, 25 कैट मॉक्स हैं, 25 ओमेट मॉक्स हैं, 30 स्किल बिल्डर हैं, 60 सेक्शनल टेस्ट हैं, 30 बैच स्पेसिफिक टेस्ट हैं, और 30 जीके के भी टेस्ट हैं. तो इन सभी के साथ आपका प्रिपरेशन एकदम सॉर्टेड है. गाइज, आई होप सबने सेशन को लाइक भी कर दिया होगा और अपने ग्रुप्स में शेयर भी कर दिया होगा. थैंक यू सो मच. CAT Iconic is our flagship program for aspirants. Please block your notes right away. Notes मिलेंगे, टेस्ट एनालिसिस मिलेगी, पाइवॉट मिलेगा, एक्सपर्ट गाइडेंस मिलेगा, लाइव मेंटरशिप मिलेगी, कम्युनिटी, लाइव डाउट सॉल्विंग एंड ऑल द बेनिफिट्स ऑफ प्लस भी मिलेगा. तो बहुत सारी चीज़ें एट रिस्क हैं. होटल मैनेजमेंट के लिए अगर आप अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, 4 न्यू फुल लेंथ मॉक्स हैं, डाउट सॉल्विंग है, कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव मॉक टेस्ट है, स्ट्रक्चर्ड प्लानर है, और रिकॉर्डेड क्लासेस भी हैं. अगेन ये ऑल्सो यू कैन सब्सक्राइब यूजिंग AbhiCat Live. MBA मासेट और NCHM JEE के सब्सक्रिप्शन में भी 19th मई तक है ऑफ. कोड वही रहेगा, AbhiCat Live. प्राइसेस देख लो, 3 मंथ्स का CET का 2400 है, 2 मंथ्स का इसका होटल मैनेजमेंट का 2400 है. तो तुरंत सब्सक्राइब कर लो गाइज. ऑलराइट, लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड. बहुत सारे अनाउंसमेंट हो जाते हैं, क्या ही करूं, ये तो एसेंशियल हैं. वी हैव टू गिव आउट दिस इंफॉर्मेशन टू यू, सो इसलिए देर इज़ नो No escaping this, but here is something that I love giving to you. Here are some very nice words from today's article coming from the Hindu. Adage of course is a true statement, एक ऐसी कहावत जिसे हम कहते हैं जो हम expect करते हैं true होगी, that's an adage. Pitchforked means suddenly pushed forward into the center, that's pitchfork. Okay. Erstwhile means former, brushed aside means ignored, contending is suggesting, consortium is a group, detractors are naysayers, people who do not believe in you, and squandered is wasted, बर्बाद कर देना, that's squandered. एक बार फिर से बता देती हूँ, adage यानी कि truism, pitchforked यानी suddenly सामने ला देना, push forward, erstwhile former, erstwhile principalities, brushed aside ignore, contend suggest, consortium is a group, detractor is a naysayer, and squandered of course is wasted. प्यारे words हैं. One more set of words भी है. So deter of course means to stop, vindictive is revengeful, persistently is constantly, incitement is to arouse, strident is very vociferous, and sovereignty is independence. So here are your words for the day. इतने सारे words थे, deter, stop, vindictive, revengeful, persistently, constantly, incitement, arouse, strident, vociferous, and sovereignty is independence. So these are your words for the day, guys. चलो आ जाते हैं. क्राइसिस एंड अपॉर्चुनिटी ऑन श्रीलंका पॉलिटिकल क्राइसिस. हमारे पड़ोसी देश में काफ़ी दिक्कत चल रही है. विकास राजपूत, तुम्हें 10% डिस्काउंट मिला, खुश रहो बेटे. फिर से एक नया सब्सक्रिप्शन ले लो 20% डिस्काउंट वाला. अब कि हमारा कोड यूज़ कर लेना, अभी कैट लाइव. ओह जस्ट किडिंग यार, कोई बात नहीं है, पढ़ाई तो उतनी ही अच्छी मिलेगी. चलो let's get started. The adage every crisis contains the seed of an opportunity. हर crisis में एक opportunity होती है. Every cloud has a silver lining. वही सब जो भी. Could not have been truer for anyone than for Sri Lanka's Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. So this thing कि ये crisis में कुछ अच्छा हो जाएगा, वो रनिल विक्रमसिंघे के लिए बिल्कुल true हो गया है. It's like magic for this man. The severe economic crisis, and there is a crippling crisis going on in Sri Lanka, with set of indefinite protests against President Gotabaya Rajapaksa and his brother, now former Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa, has pushed forward Mr. Wickremesinghe to an office that he had no chance of occupying until last week. So Wickremesinghe had no way that he could have become Prime Minister. The Prime Minister and the President are brothers, the ex-Prime Minister and the current President are brothers. There was no way that some outsider would have come in and become Prime Minister. So this man just got it like out of the blue. Given the turmoil, so whatever the situation is, Sri Lanka needed a government that would, so Sri Lanka needed a government, कैसी government चाहिए थी, that would work towards stability, तो stability चाहिए and economic recovery. So given the fact, given मतलब होता है that this is true. So given the fact that there is turmoil, Sri Lanka needs a lot of stability and a lot of financial recovery, right? With Mahinda Rajapaksa resigning in the face of determined protests, there were very strong protests from the country. So the Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa had to resign, and the opposition leader unwilling to work under President Gotabaya. So the opposition leader is not willing to work under Gotabaya, who is the current president. A rare opportunity opened up for Mr. Wickremesinghe. Bolt out of the blue, surprise! Somebody who was just sitting in one corner of the parliament suddenly pitchforked into the center and made Prime Minister. The former premier's political prospects had almost ended with the 2020 parliamentary election, when his United National Party won no seats and he himself made it as its lone member in parliament on the principle of representation in proportion. So Wickremesinghe had no chance of coming in. Why? Because his party had won 0 seats in the election and he was sent into the parliament just on the basis of representation across the country. He had a lot of people voting for him. So therefore on the basis of that, he was the lone member of his party in parliament. That's so interesting. So he got it on the principle of representation in proportion to the total votes it had received across the nation. So कितने votes उसने पाए उस हिसाब से उसको एक सीट दे दी गई. Much of the UNP's support base has also gone with Sajit Premdasa. So UNP's support base has gone with Sajid Premdasa. That means Sajid Premdasa was part of UNP, now left. His erstwhile party colleague, so former party colleague, who now runs the main opposition party, the Samaji Jana Balvegaya, okay, SJB. So now this is the man, the main opposition party leader, Sajid Premdasa, who refused to work under Gotabaya Rajapaksa, right, the current president. Mr. Vikram Singhe finds himself in an extraordinary situation, as he is dependent on lawmakers of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna, SLPP, the party of the Rajapaksas, that is the target of public anger. Now, Vikram Singhe has no members in the parliament. If he wants to make a law, he is dependent on the SLPP members, जो कि राजपाक्सा की पार्टी है. उसके पास तो एक भी member है ही नहीं जो उसको support करेगा. The SJB has offered conditional support to measures aimed at economic recovery. तो सजीत प्रेमदासा है सेट कि हम आपको कंडीशनल सपोर्ट देंगे उन चीज़ों के लिए जो इकोनॉमिक रिकवरी में हेल्प करेंगी, बाकी सब में नहीं. सो ही इज ऑफरिंग कंडीशनल सपोर्ट. वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग पॉलिटिक्स. हाँ, इतना नन्ना सा देश है लेकिन बवाल देखिए. मिस्टर विक्रम सिंघे brushed aside a question on whether he had the moral authority to hold his office. So people are asking, do you have the moral authority? You have no representation. How are you holding office? He ignored it, contending that his situation was no different from that of Winston Churchill becoming PM with just 4 members supporting him to stave off a crisis. तो विंस्टन चर्चिल भी ये कर चुके हैं, सिर्फ 4 मेंबर सपोर्ट कर रहे थे, प्राइम मिनिस्टर बन गए क्योंकि एक क्राइसिस थी, क्राइसिस को सुधारना था. सेम चीज़ विक्रम सिंघे ने भी कर दी है. There are many questions on the political morality of his assuming office. Well, yes, there will be many questions. How does he have the right to become the prime minister? There is some justification for popular resentment against him for easing the pressure on the president to resign. Now, because he has become prime minister, so the pressure on Rajapaksa, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, the current president, for him to resign, that pressure has been released. So now, in a way, Vikram Singhe has helped the Rajapaksas. However, the need to have a dash arrangement to tackle the economic crisis is quite urgent. So there is a need for some sort of an arrangement to tackle the economic crisis. The country could not have been just let off to the dogs, right? He has spoken about putting together an international consortium to ensure financial assistance for the shortage-stricken country. So he is going to try and get people, get international countries, international cooperation and get money in for the country. His only strength now is the goodwill of the international community. So he has goodwill in the international community, which is important given that they have to bring money into Sri Lanka, which solidly backed his efforts to bring about peace and development in Sri Lanka in 2001-2002. So he was prime minister or president then, I don't know what he was, but at that point of time he had good he had good support from the international community. So he may just have that right now also. When he negotiated a ceasefire agreement with the LTTE and held direct talks. So he is a man who has walked through fire then also. So he may just do it now. There is talk of speeding up political reforms, okay, so they need to do that, even to the point of abolishing the executive presidency through a fast-track constitutional amendment. So they want to remove the president as a functional member of the government and make him a nominal member or a figurehead, okay. Yet, author की real बात, such speculation about far-reaching changes does not inspire confidence. इतने लंबी कहानियों पे विश्वास नहीं होता है. As many such opportunities in the past have been squandered. So in the past also they have had many such opportunities, they have wasted it. Mr. Vikram Singhe has the additional burden of proving to his detractors that he is working for political stability and economic recovery. So he does have that, and not for reviving the political fortunes of the Rajapaksas. So he will have to prove that he is not trying to bring back the Rajapaksas into current active politics. He is not trying to get them to be forgiven by the people, but that he is trying to, take his country on the path to economic recovery. So that's a very interesting thought. I don't know how this will play out. I wonder if China is going to be very involved in Sri Lanka, given that they do have a lot of investment in these tiny countries. whatever happens, let's see. Anyway, what is the main idea of the passage? The PM must fight his naysayers, the PM must prove that he has no ulterior motive, the PM must take the nation on the road to recovery, or PM must look for help from China. Good morning Tanushri, Shubham, Archit, Meghjeet, Aman, Yogesh, Aniket, Syed, Arya, Pankaj, Saloni, Sharanya, Dheeraj, Vikas, Akanksha, Roosters, Abhishek, Krishna, Swayashi, Kirti, Ajay, Akanksha, Sanjana, Shambhavi. It's okay, Shambhavi, if your reading speed is a little slow, keep practicing, time yourself in your RCs. Anchal, Piyush, good morning. Alright, started getting my answers in. Aditya, good morning. Yeah, you guys haven't liked the session. Everybody please like the session. Oh ho, jaldi like करो सब लोग. 30 seconds का टाइम दे रही हूँ, फटाफट लाइक करो, कोई ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लगता है. उधर एक थम्स अप ऐसा वाला बटन बना होगा, ऐसा वाला, इसको दबा दो जल्दी से. गुड मॉर्निंग मल्टी बिलियनर्स. आंसर्स आने लगे हैं. वेरी गुड. PM must fight his naysayers. Yes, he must. But is that what we are talking about? PM must prove that he has no ulterior motive. Is that what we are talking about? Not really. PM must take the nation on the road to recovery. Yes, that is what this entire passage is talking about. He must look for help. No, not really. The passage did not mention China at all. So no. This is part of the passage, but C is the biggest idea. Remember, we spoke about the biggest umbrella. This one is the biggest umbrella. So while A is a partial answer, B is a partial answer, C is the one that this entire passage is pointing towards, and that's why correct answer C. Alright, each of the following must be true except. Which one is not true? Remember, true plus except is equal to false. False plus except is equal to true. The other alternative answer will be not mentioned. All right, let's take a look. Yes, the correct answer. Good morning, Aditya. All right, Mahinda Rajapaksa was PM. True. Vikram Singhe had no hopes till last week of being PM. True. New PM is the lone member of his party in the parliament. True. Churchill and Vikram Singhe are colleagues. No, Churchill was in the 1950s. Vikram Singhe is current. How are they colleagues at all? So this one is the false one, and therefore your correct answer. I think everybody got this, yeah? All right, the next one. Describe the tone of the given passage. Negative, factual, ideological, opinionated. Come on guys, what is the correct tone of this passage? It is not negative, truly. It is not ideological. The only fight is it factual or is it opinionated? Does the writer give you his facts or does the writer also give you his opinions? Pay attention to the passage. All you need to do is find out what the writer was doing. Was he just giving you facts? No, he has given you some facts, but built on that facts, he has given you a lot of opinion. He says that Vikram Singhe will need to do this, he will need to do this, he will need to take the country on the road to economics recovery. He does have support of the international community, which probably will help him bring in the money, and so on. So, opinionated better than factual. Okay. Alright, here are your two statements, find out how they are related. A, he has spoken about putting together an international consortium to ensure financial assistance for the shortage-stricken country. B, Mr. Vikram Singhe has the additional burden of proving to his detractors that he is working for political stability and economic recovery and not for reviving the political fortunes of the Rajapaksas. What is the relationship of these two statements? Factual means based on facts. Interestingly, if I ask why has he spoken about putting together an international consortium to ensure financial assistance for the shortage stricken country, so the effect is here and the cause is here within this statement only. So, this is the cause, this is the effect. The country is shortage stricken and therefore, he is trying to put together an international consortium. Look at B. Vikram Singhe has the additional burden of proving to his detractors that he is working for political stability and economic recovery and not for. Why does he have the additional burden of proving? The reason for that is not given. So, now if you look at these statements, this already has a cause effect given to itself. This just has an effect. Okay, he has this additional burden, but the reason for reason is not given. So, they cannot be cause effect to each other. That's number one. Are they both effects of a common cause? Do they have one common cause? Can I draw them back to one common cause? But this statement already has a cause effect. So, therefore, C also cannot be my answer. So, D, which is A and B are unrelated, will be the correct answer. Structurally, both these statements don't really have a connect. Okay, they do have a connect in terms of ideas, and therefore, D will be the correct answer. Alright, let us go to the next one. What is the missing word? However, the need to have a dash arrangement to tackle the economic crisis is quite urgent. Guys, from today we are starting the RC practice batch. So, 4 p.m. we start off with RC practice. We will take up one RC and we will try and do it in great depth so that you can learn how to solve your RCs also. Okay. So, do make sure you are joining in. We will cover one RC from CAT-21 today. The need to have an arrangement to tackle the economic crisis is quite urgent. कैसा arrangement चाहिए हमें? Yes, Meghji, that will be on plus, absolutely. The free classes are at noon and there I am starting off with vocabulary again. So, if you wish to join the free classes, you are more than welcome, come and do the vocabulary sessions. Okay. हाँ, चल तो आप आओ आरसी के बैच में, आरसी प्रैक्टिस करेंगे हम लोग, आपको समझ में आएगा कैसे करना है प्रैक्टिस, कैसे सॉल्व करना है, you will learn all of that. Okay, we'll try and focus on accuracy for now. How to build accuracy. All right, yes, the need to have a arrangement, some sort of arrangement to tackle the economic crisis. कैसा arrangement? Redundant तो नहीं हो सकता है, strong arrangement भी नहीं हो सकता है, डिसेंट अरेंजमेंट हो सकता है, वायबल अरेंजमेंट हो जा सकता है. वायबल मतलब क्या होता है, जो एक्चुअली वर्क करेगा, and therefore viable arrangement, because there is an economic crisis, it is quite urgent, so we need to have a solution that's really going to work, not an imaginary one. Okay, so therefore the need to have a viable arrangement to tackle the economic crisis is quite urgent, and therefore B, guys. Okay, I hope you got that. What is the meaning of the idiom stave off? Very quickly. An arrangement cannot be strong multi-billionaires, and that is why. Okay, you can have a sensible arrangement, you can have a logical arrangement, but how is the arrangement going to be strong? That's the problem. Very quickly. So yes, stave off, resolve, deny, abrogate, or provide succor. We are going to be staving off this crisis. We are going to try and finish off or solve this crisis. So therefore resolve, not deny, not abrogate, not provide succor. Okay, so correct answer, resolve. We are going to try and save off this crisis, ward it off, finish it, so that the crisis goes away. Alright guys, very quickly, at noon we are still doing PYQs, but now it is PYQs through word power. Do make sure you're joining in on time. Let's do this, guys. Remember to use AbhiCat Live to hit the, what am I saying? Hit like, share, subscribe and the bell icon, and use AbhiCat Live. Guys, like I already told you, if you use my code for these today and tomorrow, you will get a 20% off directly. So please take advantage of this, guys. क्यों वेट करना चाहते हो, सब्सक्राइब कर लो ताकि 20% ऑफ मिल जाए तुरंत ही. ओके, आज से लेके कल रात 11:59 तक चलेगा, तो प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब. थैंक यू सो मच यू गाइज, यू आर सच अ रॉक स्टार set of students. I hope you are aware that results have been rolling in like anything, left, right and center. बड़ा मज़ा आ रहा है प्यारे प्यारे results देख करके. आप भी आइए, classes कीजिए, and let's make sure you crack CAT with a great percentile and go into an IIM. Thank you so much. You have a nice day. I will see you at noon and then at 4 and then subsequently at the next class also.